Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sails and Trails. My name's Nick. Thanks for joining me on my flipping adventure. We got Aaron here, and we are in Piraeus in Athens. It's actually the port sort of area. Just after, really, it's been about an hour or so since we went to the stadium in the previous episode, and it's absolutely tamped it down with rain. It's been crazy wet. We got soaked trying to make our way back to the train station, make our way down here. We was going to go up the Muses Hill, but the weather was just so poor, we're gonna have to do that maybe tomorrow. But we're gonna go find some food because we've not really eaten much today, get warm, and then go have a look around this area. So I've been really needing a little bit of grub, so we've gone for pork gyros, sort of like a kebab sort of style thing, and then Aaron, with a little bit of food envy from me, has gone for the sausage plate. A little bit jealous, but mine's still going to be delicious as well, so hopefully we'll enjoy. So we're going to make our way over to the marina. Food was really nice. Probably my least favourite food we've had since being here, but it was still really good, which just shows the quality of the other two places. A little bit of food envy. Aaron's sausage plate was much better than my gyros plate. The gyros on mine was a little bit tough. It was fine though. Tzatziki was great, but yeah, we're going to make our way through, straight through, all the way through. So we're going to cut all the harbour side out and make our way down to the marina to get away from the large ferries. Around every corner there's a twist, and we've got this really nice building here. Not sure exactly what it is, but that looks like Constantine. I don't know why, but that name sort of looks like it. I'm most likely wrong. There's no really any English on there to say, but pretty cool statue. Looks like multiple entrances around this. This is a really cool place.
This might be the one that looks really nice.
Yeah, it probably is. Aaron was just mentioning then, sorry, I just showed you a little bit there. We were looking at the maps, and there was a really nice church with a really nice indoor into it. Something we might take a gander at, but we're gonna probably look for the marina first and have a little stroll down there, see what's what. Well, unfortunately, I'm not really allowed to enter. I've not even tried, because it is a holy sort of site, and you should always respect their requirements. So it mentions that do not enter wearing shorts. It says be respectful when wear correct clothing, and I am wearing shorts, so I can't go in. So we'll wait outside for Aaron to have a little look around, and then we'll continue on down to the marina. With a little bit of rain in the sky, we finally made it to the marina, or one of the marinas. There's actually two here. This is the Yacht Marina, I think. Yacht Marina. So there's a lot of like sailboats and everything like that here. So yeah, I've mentioned, I fairly sure I mentioned anyway, this is very much a ferry town, 100%. Obviously you've got lots of accommodation here. And then I reckon in the summertime is where you get crazy amounts of tourists coming here, so thousands of them on these big cruise boats, really, which was in the other port. You can see when we were going through the high streets that it has a very British sort of influence in it as well. So there's places like Ralph Lauren, Stradivarius, M&S, loads of different brands that would be associated with people who might be a little bit affluent in a way, or would just need some new stuff if they're coming off the ferry. However, yeah, we're going to probably stroll around this marina, go to the other side, and then on the other side of those buildings over there should be another one. So let's take a gander. For me again, I think I've said this before in maybe a previous episode, or might be in the streets of the city of Athens video, where you can see the difference between the really affluent and the not so affluent. So here you've got big sailboats, big sort of yachts in a way. Well, they're not massive yachts, but they're big enough. They could just be for tours, but they could be for just personal use really. But and then you go to where we're staying and it's quite run down. There's lots of buildings sort of closed off, lots of buildings burnt even, which is a bit crazy. But yeah, the difference in the haves and haves not is always noticeable, and probably a little even further when you go into cities. But if you're here for a little trip, it's not so bad. But I can always feel for people who stare down on these yachts going, well, I wish that was me. So let me know, guys, do you guys go to a marina whenever you go on holidays? It's usually a pretty standard pastime for me and my partner Amy. We just tend to go there and then usually end up having a meal just before sunset, or maybe just towards the end of the night, and having a little stroll about. I personally don't mind these areas, but like I said before, it just shows the difference in affluence and especially at this current climate, affordability. I'm fairly certain there's a proper sports car underneath there as well. So we'll battle through the weather. Like I said, it's turned for the worst a little bit, but they're on this little jetty here. You can see the super yachts then, or even bigger yachts out there. You've got the catamarans all here. A little piratey looking ship there. But we're going to be making our way around to see the other marina. But there's some money here, isn't there? There's definitely some money here. Overall, actually, when you look at it, it's pretty nice. It's not crazy sort of dirty or anything like that. But you can see, like, there's probably quite a lot of half decent expensive sort of apartments here as well. But like I said, if everybody liked and subscribed and shared my channel, you never know, I might be able to own one of these one day. Is that right, Aaron? Huh? Exactly. And there you go, guys, there's where the super yachts are. And all I can say for the one is that is a massive mast. Do you think they're compensating for something? What? Yeah, that's some living over there, let's just say that. However, you look across here, excuse Aaron over there, hiding behind a tree. Just in a distance, you can see all the way down the coast. How crazy is that? It just shows the expanse of Athens in its own sense. But crazy. Beautiful view. Looks quite rough out there today as well. But yeah, we're going to continue going down the coastline. I think we go towards the beaches, and then I think we'll have our other option to get back on the metro to make our way back into Athens. So I'll see you a little bit further down. You'll have to excuse me, I'm going to have a very kawaii style picture in front of this. Live, laugh, love. There you go. As I mentioned, it does look pretty rough out there. Pretty good for surfers, mind. That is a nice crest on that. It's been quite rough. Like I said, it's been very rainy today, so yeah, maybe a little bit too. There's a big swell on that, but I don't know. Like we said, we're going to make our way around here now. We thought it was a marina here, but it looks like it might be over that bluff instead. So we're going to have a little look down that way, do some videoing down there, and see what's what. So I've always had a soft spot for 206s. My first car was just like that one. That's probably the Greek cousin of mine, the Gun Grey 206. I love that car. I love that car. It's a shame though, when you have a family, you have to let some things go. But it's still really nice to see them. There's loads of 206s in this country, to be fair. There was a really sweet 106 down there. I'm not into my cars that much, but when I see one that's almost a spitting image of my old one, it does hit the heartstrings a little bit. You gotta admit though, apart from the gaudy sort of massive super yachts and whatnot in the one marina, it's actually pretty pretty here. I can imagine it in a sort of a summer sort of time then, where the beach is going to be there, got all this swimming pools and everything like that. It looks like they're training down there. Looking down onto the rock there. I mean, that's all pretty over there as well, I guess, but get rid of the yachts, I mean, probably even better. But yeah, overall, I probably would visit this with Amy and Fionn. Someone's got a smart car with their noise out. It has its charms, doesn't it? So we're actually hitting the small boat marina now, which is more my speed. I just think they look a little bit cooler than those big ones. Obviously you can see right in the far distance again, it's like super yachts again, so this is all the small boats marina. We're gonna have a little wander down here, grab a coffee, use their facilities, and then crack on. This is definitely more my sort of chill vibe though. It looks very very slick for where it is. Very touristy, and I know I'm a tourist. But I can imagine this in the evenings would be rammed full of people, especially in the summertime. So we decided to rock up here at Salty's Bar, Grill, Diner, sort of establishment, pub. I'm gonna have a pint, Aaron's gonna have a cafe latte. Only could have 1 or 2 coffees a day, so I guess I'll have to have a beer. Oh no. But like I said, all this by here is all restaurants, so you've got a wide variety of choice. And I think after this then you've got another little bit of a marina, and then there's a stadium. Right, we're just about to go through the Peace and Friendship Park and make our way towards the stadium, where I'm going to finish the video. It's starting to lose the light now, as planned. We're going to make our way back into Athens to hopefully see the Acropolis lit up at night. And then I think we'll make our way back to the hotel, get washed, tidied, get rid of the wet clothing, shower up, and then get back out there. But we'll make our way through this park now and get towards the stadium. So this park obviously got some youngsters doing football in there, maybe football training. It does actually feel quite sort of left or abandoned, some of the areas of it. Like just back up there was some tennis courts, no, not tennis courts, some basketball courts, and it seems like the chairs and all that being kicked like mad, and it's just all broken and bust up. But I don't know, there might just be little clubs here and there, and because of the weather, because of the year, it might just be that it's not operational right now. But I said, keeping on going through here, we'll hit the stadium, and that will be where I end the video. So I'll see you down there. So you have the Peace and Friendship Stadium there, but we're not actually going to go to that one. We're going to swing around, go over the steps here, and make our way to the Greek football side, the Olympiacos Stadium. But it's the metro just before that, so we'll get a little bit of a view for all that, and then we'll call the video there. So our metro station is just by here to make our way back into Athens, which is just over the distance over there. You can barely see, you can't see the Acropolis, you can just about see in a very far distance the other mountain. I can't remember what's on top, but there you go guys, just the outsides of the Olympiacos Stadium. Yeah, not much else to really say. I've actually really enjoyed the walk today. It's a nice contrast compared to being in the inside of the city centre. But I'm going to end the video here in this very noisy overpass. But if you liked the video, leave a like, a sub. Let me know what you thought about the video in itself, how you find sort of marinas. Do you go to marinas on holiday? Do you ever go down to like the harbour sides and maybe sit down and have some seafood or anything like that? But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Click the notification bell or subscribe to keep up with new videos every week. We have more videos just like this one on the Trails and Talking playlist. Link will be in the description below. Or if you're interested in how I fund the channel, check out the sales and flipping videos.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.